ls160 will not start. We got a dead battery. It shuts off randomly and it runs a little bit after you jump it. So I'm trying to get a jump so I can get into the shop, get the battery off, and do some checking. And then we got some blown auxiliary hoses on it we got to change out too. So try to get this thing fired up here. We got an alternator, it's not charging. This is your fuel shutoff. So this will be drawing power because it'll move that shutoff lever on the injection pump to fuel on, fuel off. And then you got solenoids and switches for your hydraulic system. So it takes a while for it to drop, but it's dropping, and that's his problem. He was driving it, running it, and then it would just shut off. They have to jump start it, and then it would run for a little bit and do the same thing again. So we got a problem with the charging system. We'll have to figure out what's going on here. You've got two studs here. Take the nuts off of those. On this model, that's all you got to do. You just got to pull them up. And then down in here, you can take a good look at our alternator. This nasty thing. There she is back there. I'd say we're probably just going to change it because that probably has never been done. So we're just going to do that and put a belt on it too. Alright folks, I got the hoses off for the auxiliary. Our auxiliary is on the front. Your hard lines, hoses, they are 1 1/8" and 1 1/4". Come over here. They route up through this and then end up here, and I just used a adjustable wrench. Alright, hose number 2. Get this thing on here. Start putting the 5/8 male JIC down. On the bracket. Shove it down there. Come over here. trying to find it. There it is. So I don't know if I'm going to make a video of putting this thing back together when he picks up an alternator, but a couple more things. Here's your fuel filter. You got a vent here. This is your shutoff solenoid. It's electric, so that's the on position, fuel on. A lot of times I'll have problems with these where they won't start, and it's just because you got a bad connection here. This is bad, or you don't have enough battery power to hold that on, which is, I think, what was wrong with this. It was just shutting it off because it didn't have enough voltage to keep that in the on position. This is the injection pump here. There's your relays. You have fuses right here. Those are your fuses. Hydraulic filter. Your starter. There's the lift pump right here for your fuel. There's the primer pump right there for the fuel, and your air filter. Pretty basic little machine, and I hope this video helps someone who might be trying to work on their 773. So thanks for watching. Hey, in case anyone has an ls160 or I think 170, whatever they are. This 3-way or 4-way hose here coming off the reservoir is a real disaster to try to change. It just is. You gotta lay down in here and twist your back and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and you gotta take, there's a hose here you can take off. That hose there you take off. This large, I guess this is a suction hose. You gotta pull, bend that back, or take a wrench and move that fitting so it pulls it back, so you can pull it out of that 4-way hose. The hose coming in from the front there, the hard line, you gotta take the filter housing off and push that forward to pull it out of there, and then you can fight it out of there. It can be done, but it's just it's not that easy. And if you take those hoses off, it is doable from up on top here. So back here you got 2 bolts there for the filter housing. Take those off and just push this thing back. I'm doing it by myself, so it's a little harder, but if you had someone to pull that thing back and hold it there because it doesn't want to stay put, but pull that filter housing back and it'll pull out of that hose down there. Hope that helps somebody. So as you can see here, that's where it was coming out at. It basically drained the entire reservoir. Not the smartest design here, for sure. Definitely not. But that's where it came apart at. Just for your information. And we gotta put oil in this thing and put a bobcat back together.